Hello, English language learners. Welcome to see you. So, MD Alam is waiting. Good to see you, MD Alam. I hope you all are doing fine, good. I mean, you are living there and we are watching and, talking to the families in India. I can imagine it's very stressful for everyone. So, I'm not sure how many of you are going to be present, how many of you are going to join the session. But believe me, I also didn't bring any lesson to teach, because I think at this time it's more important to lift each other, right? Morally support each other, help each other. So, I mean, it's very painful to see people in, crying for help and suffering, especially. Suffering is very painful. And especially for those who do not have any resources, right? Because there are people, they have money, and some of them might buy something with money, but there are many, they don't have any resources at all, right? So it's very painful, very hard. But I mean, there are so many things which are not in our control, right? Hello Alam, how are you? Good evening. I hope you all are doing good. Is everyone in your family and friends are fine? So what's the condition in your city? If you are living in the city, or if you are living in, good to hear that. But I will say, I mean, stay safe. And it's just better to stay home if you don't need to be outside, right? अब जैसे देखो, जिनको कोई काम करना है, कोई जॉब है, या जिनका प्रोफेशन है, उन्होंने जिनके लिए जाना बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, जरूरी है, वो तो जाएं. बट ऐसे I hope people are not just roaming around unnecessarily, right? And that's what I was, watching the news and on YouTube also. And the conditions are worse in hospitals. So that's why they are suggesting, if you can cure yourself by staying home, stay home, right? Yes, I know. Hey, Jagdish, good to see you. Good to see you guys. So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel like to bring any lesson today. I mean, I was like, what I'm gonna teach, because it's so much going on, and I was just watching news, listening, and the condition, and I mean, I know people are complaining that no one is, taking care of them in hospitals. And then at the same time, I was watching some of the videos where doctors were even crying, and they were also expressing their problems, right? They don't have resources. And then I was just watching one video this morning, and then the one doctor, the lady doctor, she was a very young girl, and that's what she was complaining about, that there is a one guy who just comes to that hospital every day, and he brings other people, and he just try to pressurize them with their political pressure. That's also very common in India. So people जैसे वो कहते हैं, तू जानता नहीं मैं कौन हूँ, तू मुझे जानते नहीं हो मैं कौन हूँ, मेरी ये पावर है, मेरी वो पावर है. It's very common in India, right? So I also commented on that please respect the doctors, right? जो आपकी हेल्प कर रहे हैं. मैंने कितने डॉक्टर्स को रोते हुए देखा है यूट्यूब पे कि उनकी इतनी वो स्ट्रेस में हैं और उनके पास रिसोर्सेज नहीं है. देखो, हर प्रोफेशन में अच्छे लोग भी हैं, बहुत अच्छे लोग भी हैं, राइट? सो सब तरह के हैं, पर हम सबको ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते. तो उनमें आई मीन एवरी लाइफ इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. डजंट मैटर इफ यू आर रिच और इफ यू आर पुअर और इफ यू बिलोंग टू एनी caste, any religion, everyone is important. वो कहते हैं ना कि one person, it might be a one human being for you, but the same human being might be the entire world for someone. So इसका मतलब यही है कि एक इंसान आपके लिए तो सिर्फ एक होगा, हो ठीक है कोई मर गया, पर जिसका वो था, किसी का बेटा था, किसी का हस्बैंड था, किसी का फादर था, उनके लिए तो वो पूरी दुनिया है ना, या किसी की मदर थी, या जो भी है, राइट? तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हर एक के लिए इक्वल सोचो कि देखो हम सब इंसान हैं, सबसे पहले हम इंसान हैं, उसके बाद कुछ और हैं हम, जो भी हैं, लाइक पीपल बिलीव इन रिलीजन और कास्ट. अब अगर देखो तो I'm not against any religion or caste, but if you look at that way, then what do you think what we really need right now? Right? Hospitals, healthcare, medicines, right? So कौन सी चीज अब तो ये, I think now people will decide in future what they really need, what's more important in your life, right? Humanity, unity, equality, right? So बाकी चीजें तो सारी बात की हैं, बिल्कुल. So उसके बारे में बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, जो आगे सीरियसली सोचना होगा इन सब के लिए. टाइम है, ये निकल जाएगा. हाँ, सफरिंग है, बहुत मुश्किल है, एक सेकंड मुश्किल है. इस तरह वो कहते हैं ना, जो खुशी के पल होते हैं वो बहुत जल्दी बीत जाते हैं, बट जो सफरिंग है वो बहुत मुश्किल है. बट इट्स लेसन्स हैं ये लाइफ के. तो वी नीड टू लर्न अ लॉट, रिलीजियसली, पोलिटिकली, राइट? क्योंकि जो लीडर्स हैं वो भी बहुत मैटर करते हैं कि हम किनको अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स बनाते हैं. एंड आई मीन जो भी, इवन अपनी फैमिली में देख लो, घर में कौन लीड कर रहा है और उसकी जो घर में ही वो किस तरह से अपनी फैमिली को मैनेज करता है, उसी तरह से फिर बाहर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे या आपके एरिया लेवल पे आ जाओ, देन बढ़ते जाओ आगे आगे स्टेट लेवल पे. तो जो भी एक क्वालिटीज होनी चाहिए किसी भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन के लिए, राइट? अब घर में भी अगर देखो तो अगर पेरेंट्स ही हैं, उनका घर में हेल्दी इन्वायरमेंट है, बच्चों को वो इनकरेज करते हैं, कंपैरिजन नहीं करते आपस में बच्चों में, तो उनकी जो फैमिली है, एटमॉस्फेयर है, इट विल बी डिफरेंट. और उनके जो बच्चे हैं, उनकी जो माइंड सेट है, या उनकी जो लाइफ में किस तरह से वो डील करते हैं, दैट इज वेरी डिफरेंट. बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? तो उसी तरह से है कि अगर आप पॉलिटिकली भी किसी को चुनते हो तो शुड नॉट बी बेस्ड ऑन रिलीजन और शुड नॉट बी बेस्ड ऑन कास्ट. इट शुड बी बेस्ड ऑन कैलिबर, कि जो आपको लीड कर रहा है उसमें क्वालिटीज क्या है, राइट? सो आई मीन, कौन हो आप, जो भी हो, कोई कुछ लिखो, कुछ बात करो. जगदीश है यहाँ पे इस टाइम, आलम कोई है जो मुझे इस टाइम सुन रहा है? आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग मैनी स्टूडेंट्स. ये है कि जो मेरी यहाँ पे जो चैनल की फ्यूचर प्लान है, वो मैं बात बता देती हूँ आपको कि नॉट नेक्स्ट वीक बट द फॉलोइंग वीक वो आएगा. नेक्स्ट से मिड मई में, राइट? सो मिड मई में आई एम प्लानिंग टू स्टार्ट जूम सेशंस. सो यस आलम, आज का टॉपिक बस यही है. हम जस्ट अ कन्वर्सेशन, आई जस्ट वांट टू talk about whatever you guys have any question, or I didn't bring any topic, frankly speaking, today because I just wanted to talk to you. So और थोड़ा ये बता दूं कि मैं Zoom session start करने की सोच रही हूँ, क्योंकि उसमें ये है कि I will have interaction with you. Then I am planning to have maybe 3 or 4 sessions every Saturday, and then might be 1 or 2 sessions on Sundays. But then in summertime, I might gonna have sessions 4 days or 5 days for 2 months, because then I will have my summer break. Then I will have a lot of free time when I can have Zoom sessions. So in Zoom sessions, this time it will be different. If you are on my channel the first time, so last year when I did the Zoom sessions, I used to email. Because I was asking people to contact me and email me, and I was sending the invitation. But this time I just want to try just to set the Zoom session, and then when it's a time to start the session, can be live and put the link in the, like in a chat, and then people can click and join my session. I would like to try that. So I don't know how it's going to work out, because sometimes you never know who's going to join your session. But I want to give a shot. Let's see. Shot means try. So agar that will work, I will do that. If I will not like the way maybe the people's going to join, and I don't know, because I never tried that. Hey Sajid, good to see you. So yeah, like Sajid, when Sajid was in my Zoom classes, I think, right, Sajid? Sajid, you were in my Zoom classes, right, last year. So I used to send you the emails, right? But this time I'm thinking to just set the sessions, and I will post it online, and then when it's a time to start the session, I will put the link in a chat, and then I will give you a time period, like within 4 minutes or 5 minutes, join the session, and whosoever will join, because if we will be covering any lesson, I want people to be in the class, right, on time. But my sessions will be a little different, where I would love to have more interaction and less focus on grammar, because speaking, you need more exposure, you need more practice on your speaking skills, right? But the way we practice speaking is a little different. The way I have seen many YouTube, Zoom sessions from other channels. The way they do, it's going to be a little different. Okay. No, I am not doing it right now, Sajid. Your Ramadan, I think, will be how many days? You already started it on, like, it's almost 2 weeks. I think it's more than 2 weeks, right? Your Rosa started on, I remember that, like, because some of my students are actually fasting in these days. Uh, I know one day I was eating, and one of my students, like, Dr. K, you are eating lunch. You don't have a rosa. I was like, no, I don't. I don't fast. Any fast. No, I don't do it. So because my students are from, as I mentioned, you like my students are from Arabic countries, from many other countries, and the student I'm talking about is from Afghanistan. So he was fasting, and then when he saw me eating something, he thought I fast too, because many of them, they don't know, they think, you know, we all fast because so yeah. Oh yeah, started on 14th April, so now it's almost very close, right? When is Ramadan? Yeah, so Ramadan, it's like 30 days fasting. Okay, good evening, Sherwan. Okay, yes, yes. So I mean, I that's what I'm saying. I didn't bring any lesson because I don't know. I was watching so much from YouTube, and my brain was also kind of like, it's too much suffering. Like when you see people are suffering and begging for their life, for oxygen, it's very heartbreaking. It's hard to see suffering, right? And that's why I was like, I'm just gonna talk. Let's lift each other's spirit and stay positive, I will say. And you know I mean, sometimes I feel like when we say the things, it might be easy to say, but the person who is going through it knows the actual pain. But one thing is for sure, that I personally experienced is like, uh, the if you feel something more, it's gonna hurt you more. You know what I mean? Like, for example, let me give you one example. Like I usually do my physical, right? My every year annual physical checkup. So this year in January, I had my blood work. They didn't do the physical completely because of the COVID. So it's not allowed. So, anyways, I had my blood work, and then they were like, "Oh, you have a high cholesterol." And then I had a knee pain, and they said, "Oh," then they did the diagnosis, and they said like, it's a pre arthritis. I was like, "What?" And then they put me on a medication. So generic medication, that means you're going to start it and that you will be taking forever. Cholesterol, right? So you will not believe it. I took that medication for one night, just for one night. Then I was like, okay, so if I'm going to start this, that means I will be taking this forever. And my husband is actually already on keto diet. If you are you know about keto, I don't know. So I was like, okay, you know what? I need to change my diet instead of taking the medication. So that's what I did. I didn't take the medication after that, and I changed my lifestyle. Okay. So I'm going to go back to have my blood work, and I'm very positive that everything will be all right, because I don't feel any pain anymore in my knee at all. And I walk almost 4 or 5 miles every day. And I'm sure my cholesterol will be down too. And actually, I check almost every day. And I have a special program for the fitness where I can see um, all the reds, the one, there are so many things about, the cholesterol, this and that. I mean, so much stuff. And there are so many points were red, and now they started turning orange and then green. Now I have many green. So that means everything is working fine. Okay. So you can see I have a henna. Actually, I had my friend's son's wedding. So I was there last night and tomorrow going again for reception. So anyways, uh, people are not doing a big gatherings, so limited. But people started because they were holding this wedding for from almost from 1 year, and now they decided let's do it, but in a simple way. So anyways, so I mean, the point is, if you are mentally strong, then you can cure many health issues. Again, if you, whatever the message you send to your brain, it works. And it's not only on me. I have seen this in many family members, including my husband. Yes. And one of my coworker, she had a bypass surgery, and then she had cancer, and she came out of everything, and she's so energetic. And I told her, she's American, I told her, I admire your positivity. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you get scared, and then it affects you more. I mean, I'm not saying that don't get your treatment. You must. But the thing is, be strong too, mentally strong. Okay. I'm taking a TEFL course. Will be better for me to be an ESL teacher. What is TEFL? Teaching English. And what is FL means? I'm just, it's abbreviation, so I don't know the full form of this abbreviation because this is from India. So I don't know Indian education system, how it works in India, because here in America it's very different. So here we, like you have UGC exams, right? Here we call Paraxis. So Paraxis exams are like UGC in order to become a teacher. Oh, foreign. Teaching English as foreign language. Okay. So course, you're taking course, and then you will become ESL teacher. I don't know it's the Indian education system. I am not aware of it. सॉरी साजिद, मुझे नहीं पता इसके बारे में, क्योंकि इंडिया में आप कैसे टीचर बनते हो मुझे नहीं पता, क्योंकि when I was in India, I taught in India in schools for a while, but I was teaching in college, and I did PhD in education. So I never did B.Ed or anything. I don't know what courses you need to take. But when I came here in America, I had my 120 hours course. Okay. Oh, so now you have hour system too there? I don't know, because when I was there, we used to have like a bachelor's degree and then master's degree, then PhD or MPhil. So I did bachelor's, then master's, then PhD. I never did MPhil, just directly after master's did PhD. And then I came, like in America, I had my own degrees in ESL, English as a second language. And then I actually took many other courses and became English certified also. So English as a first language certified and English as a second language certified. So I'm certified in both. So that means I can teach English as a second language to students, those they come from other countries. And I am also certified to teach students who are born in America and they are learning English as first language also. But I don't know how it works in India. It's a foreign course for teaching English. Not Indian. It's a foreign course for teaching English. So how it's different? Like when I was in college in India, that's what I know, that we had English as a subject, right? English was a subject like English, and you can take whatever the other subjects you want to take. What was my subjects? Public administration, political science, and English. So I don't know. It's very different there. Now things changed. So you will become a ESL teacher in India after this degree? Okay, so I'm sorry. Which university? Oh, Punjab University. From India was Punjab University. Yes. Okay. So yes, and I don't know. Punjab University is one of the best university, and when I had my credentials here, because when I was in America, that's the first thing we did, to had my credentials evaluation. That means in America we have a government recognized agencies, and I had to submit all my degrees from India, and I submitted to them, and then they did the evaluation, paid them no fee, and I told them that I need my evaluations so I can be in education profession here. So they did all my evaluation, and they sent the whole list. My this degree is equal to this. My this degree is equal to this, and then my PhD is equal to PhD in America in education. So I was very happy. I was like, wow. And then I found out that the Punjab University's standard is very high worldwide. Okay, so I don't know about other universities. I'm sure there are, like maybe like Delhi University or some other universities are like those. They have a very high standards, are pretty much equally, and it depends on it what subject area you did the PhD, right? If it's in a Hindi or Sanskrit or Punjabi or any other language, I don't know how it works out, but mine was in education, so it was equally in education. So that's the reason even I didn't take any state exams here, because I was exempted because of my PhD. Yes. Okay, if I complete this course, I can get US and UK visa with having Ielts certificate, so far as I know. Okay, I don't know. So if you complete this course, you can get US or US visa for teaching. I don't know, because I was from here. I didn't get the visa with the education or anything. Mine was different. So I don't know about yours. So I don't know how it works there. And when I started, actually, no any foreigner, I will say, and I'm talking about more than 20 years ago, right? And there was no one who was able to help me in the sense to guide me, not to help me anyways, because here you don't have any connections or anything. Nothing works. Everything is based on your caliber. So I was asking here, the people, those they were in education, and please guide me or something, because I started my teaching as a substitute teacher. That was the first step. That was my first job in America, just to get familiar with the education system, because from India it was completely different. And then all Americans who I was asking, and they were like, we don't know, because I didn't blame them. Their education was from here. They didn't know if anyone coming from other country, how they can compare. They were like, we don't know. And then I was then luckily I found one girl, and she was originally from China, and she told me like, yeah, go ahead and apply for your license for teaching. And with my credentials, I applied for my teaching license, and then they send me the whole information what I need. So that's the way I found the track, right? So then I started my university. Sorry, I started to get my all the you know courses, what was required in order to be certified to teach in America. So it took me 2 years and a lot of money also. Yes. So yes, I did that. My degrees from University of Virginia. So it was not an easy path. Yes, I did a lot of I will say uh, hard work and family support. My husband supported me with all this. Yes, and finally became a full-time educator. Yes. um, so I don't know. I know that there are some teachers, they come from other countries, especially in like Spanish countries. But they come here only for 3 years, and sometimes they get the extension for like 2 more years. So maximum they can stay in America for 5 years, but not more than that. They have to go back to their country after that, because I have like 2 or 3 teachers, like 2 teachers, they teach Spanish. Um, so there are many Spanish teachers. They come from other countries. And I don't know if there is any agency in India who hires the educators from India for other countries. You might know more than I do in this field. Okay. So, any other question? I know someone commented me once, ma'am, I want to come to America. Can you help me? I was like, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, I can't. Because, it's, I don't know the pathways, because I know there are people in technology, in IT. And IT is mostly from the majority of the people here in IT field are from South, like from Hyderabad or from Andhra Pradesh, or like Madras, Chennai, all that area. North Indians, very few people. Yes. Mm. How can I get admission in American university? You have to find which university you want to go, and then you can get the online forms. But do you know that American universities are very expensive? Do you have any idea about that? I will not misguide you, frankly speaking. Let me tell you one thing. That's what I know. uh, in America, if you want to get admission in American university, you will be international student. And if you are international student, you are going to pay 3 times tuition fees. You understand? 3 time admission fees. And if you are, like, for example, here, let me give you one example. Like my daughter, she's in the university right now, and her graduation is actually next week. So I will not have any class next week because I am going for her graduation ceremony. So if you are in America, if you are American citizen or you live in America and you are in the same state, so like for example, if my state is Virginia and my daughter is in Virginia University, and I am paying a one-time tuition fee, and one-time tuition fee is also a lot. Okay, I will tell you that. But if I live in Virginia, for example, and there are 50 states in America, and if my child or if I will go and get the admission in other state, not in Virginia, in different state, then I will pay out of state fee. So out of state fee is double. So just for example, if I'm paying 1000 for 3 credits, we have a credit system. Okay. So if I'm paying $1000 for 3 credits in my state, and but if I will go to the other state in another university, just for example Florida University, just take it that way, or Colorado University, they are in different states, then I will be paying 2000 instead of paying 1000, 2000 for 3 credits only. I'm just saying 3 credits. Listen to me, it's very expensive education in America. But if you are an international student and you are coming from any other country, including Canada, it's international. So you will be paying 3 times. So that means you will be paying $3,000 for 3 credits. Now, if you are international student, you have to take minimum requirement is 12 credits per session, and the session per semester, sorry. So 12 credits. So 12 credits, and you have to take spring. And then if you are not taking summer, then you have to go back to your country for summer break. And then you have to take for fall. Okay. So if you are taking for summer also, then you can stay here. That's the way it works. That's what I know, because my nephew actually was an international student here, and I know a lot about international education also. So it's a lot. It's a lot of money involved in this. So it's like, and then living, food, like what you say, lodging and boarding, right? Everything, and then all other expenses. Believe it or not, if you're an international student, it's gonna be around $40,000 to $45,000 every year education. And if you don't trust me, then you can go ahead and find it by yourself. I can tell you, there are universities, many universities. You can just search American universities, but you have to be very careful, because there are many universities, those are not even recognized, right? You have to find a university that is recognized. Scholarships, even if you will get scholarship, even then you will be paying at least, I don't know, at least maybe 15 to 20,000 tuition fee, because it's a 3 times. Try to understand, it's 3 times. Yes, it is too expensive. It is, American education is too expensive. In Canada or in Australia, there are many institutions, I'm not 100% sure, but as per my knowledge, there are many institutions opened by Indians. Okay, there are some Indian universities or Indian colleges in Australia, in Canada. Their fee system is different. That's the reason. That is the reason majority of the students, they go to Canada or Australia, right? Because their courses are different, their fee system is different. There's so much. They are the colleges, many colleges are actually run by Indians. So you know what I'm talking about, right? So how it works, I don't know. Okay, only they know. And but here in America, we don't have that. Okay, we don't have like colleges or universities or institutions run by like any, like, it's not like I can go ahead and open my own college. It doesn't work that way here. There were used to be, but they all got in trouble because I'm talking about many years ago. And after that, I think they changed the rules, and so no one can just go ahead and open any university. There are so many things involved in it, and it's not. We don't have that kind of you know the way it works. It's in Canada and Australia. It's different, but if that's why I say it's too expensive. It is very expensive education, even for us also. You will not believe it. Even I am from here, earning in America. Even then, it's not easy to send your kids to the university. Yes, I'm telling you, my daughter is in university. She lives there, and it's like $30,000 every year expenses, and she's in a 5 years program. So just completed her graduation and one more year for masters for 5 years. 30,000. I'm telling you, it's like a minimum. I will say, like, she's living in an apartment and sharing with other friend also. Even then, it's expensive for us. Again, I'm telling you, we are earning here. Even then, it's expensive for us. But when you are making money in India, वो जैसे कहते हैं ना, हमारे $1 है तो इंडिया का 70 से ऊपर है शायद, राइट? वो हमारे लिए यहाँ पे इवन एक्सपेंसिव है, तो जो बाहर जाएगा 3 times वो फी पे करेगा, तो it's expensive. And that's the reason. That is the reason in America people are not getting higher education, because everyone is not able to afford it. Okay? And that's the biggest thing. Believe it. If someone is getting a bachelor's degree, it is something. And believe, my daughter was like, Mom, did you tell everyone in India family that I am getting my bachelor's degree? I was like, who cares over there? She was like, why? I was like, because bachelor's, master's, PhD is nothing in India. Why? Because so many people are educated there, right? But here in America, it's different because it's so expensive. And if someone is getting a degree, that is a huge thing. Yes. So that's the reason I'm saying, like, people here, sometimes kids, they work and then they try to pay their fee. Sometimes they don't even complete their education. They just leave it in the middle because they don't have money to pay. So if they will be working, when they're gonna study, right? So many people, they just pass the high school. That's it, up to 12th grade, because that is free. Education, schooling is free here in America. Schooling, you don't even need to buy even a pencil, I will say. If you don't bring pencil from home or pen from home or notebook from home, we provide everything. Up to 12th grade, it's free. But after that, it's very expensive, right? So that's why the Biden government is now trying to pass the bill where they can, that's what they're saying, if we can at least provide them 2 extra years after high school, so, if anyone wants to do any technical courses or something, like to associate degrees, we call it here associate degrees. So at least we can have more educated people in America. And that's the reason many, so all on a higher positions, doctors, maximum doctors are, I'm not saying Indians, but yes, foreigners. Yes. And I mean, yes, doctors, IT departments. And now I can see many Americans, like here, even our children now are getting the degrees and going ahead in the areas. But when IT started more than 20 years ago, it was so easy to get in IT. It was like you can go ahead and do the 1 month course and get into IT. And I did that actually that time. IT, I-commerce and Java programming, I did that time, but I never liked to work in an office or anywhere. And because teaching is my passion. And when I finished my degree, and then I was like, you know what, do I really need to sit in an office or in a cabin and I'm going to work? Yes, I can make a lot of money in IT, but no, that's not something I want to do, because this is my food for my soul, teaching. And that's why I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I want to teach, and maybe it's a long path. I will go through that. But I want to do where every day I'm going to wake up and I love to go to work. And that's what I'm doing, because teaching is my passion, and be around students throughout my life. That's what I want to do. Okay, guys, is there anything else? You have any question? I didn't want to discourage you, but I'm just telling you the truth. Yes, I'm just telling you the truth, because that's the reality. That education here, it's very expensive. Yes. Okay then, guys. So I hope I will bring a lesson tomorrow. So we will learn something new. But next week, I'm not going to be live. I'm telling you right now, because I'm not going to, I want to celebrate my daughter's, graduation. And then after that, I want to start my Zoom sessions. Okay. So I will say, stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home if it's possible, right? And be supportive to each other. Don't scare people. Help each other and stay strong, right? Mentally as well as physically. Have a wonderful time and stay blessed.